What's up, YouTube family? Welcome back to our channel. Today we're shooting from the rack here in Robertsdale, Alabama, my home gym. And luckily enough, I have my coach, which is IFBB Pro, Ray Williamson. He's gonna run us through a back and bicep workout today. So y'all are gonna see him push me a little bit extra. I'm excited for it. Every time we get together, we both get a good workout in. So I'm excited to see what he's got in store for me. We haven't even discussed what we're gonna do other than I know it's back and bis. So let's go in here and lift some weights, guys.
All right, let's do it. Okay, Coach Ray here. Now we're going to take you through a little back exercise. What I always like to do is I break the back down into three sections: lower back, upper back, middle back. Middle back, we're talking our lats, okay, in the center area of our back, the meat of the back. But we don't want to neglect the upper back or the lower back. I always like to start here with my lower back just to loosen up the lumbar and get everything nice and get the oil running through, the blood running through our back a little bit here, avoiding future possibility of injury as we continue working on our back. So we're going to loosen up our lower back. We're going to start with a lightweight, any kind of machine like that you can get, just something that's going to be easy for you to kind of concentrate on your lower back. Now, when you do this, what you don't want to do is just bend forward with your lower back. This is not just to work one joint in your lower back. It's to work your entire lower back. To do that, you have to curl your back. So if you think about if you did a crunch and you came down like this, that's basically what you want to do. You're like this, and then you're going to curl your back. So you shouldn't come up any farther really than about perpendicular with your legs 90 degrees. You don't have to go way far back. You just want to curl your back down and curl your back up, concentrating on that weight right on those muscles on the side of your spine, running up and down right there. All right, and do that nice and slow and steady with a light weight for about 30 reps. You'll definitely feel it if you're using enough weight. You won't strain yourself if you're using the correct weight, and you'll get the blood flowing and get nice and loose for the rest of our exercises. So like that. Now what I want you to do is, if that's too much weight, lighten the load a little bit, because your butt shouldn't be coming off the seat. Keep your butt on the seat the whole time. There you go. You want to curl. Curl forward, curl back. Don't just bend at your lower back. Curl your whole back. There you go. That's why you want to start with a nice light weight. You're just wanting to get everything in there, moving nice and good in your lower back. Get the blood flowing in there nice. We get blood flowing in our muscles and around the tendon areas, helps loosen things up, and is definitely better for prevention of any injury while you're doing this. We always try to avoid injury. That's my number one rule. Don't get hurt. You get hurt, you can't work out. How you feeling, bro?
Feels good.
Good weight for you?
Definitely feeling it.
Feel that curve? You're feeling that? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, you'll get a pump in your lower back like you've never had before if you do it correctly. Don't try to go real heavy. Use a light weight that you can control and just curl back and forth for 30 reps. You'll feel it. Do a couple sets of those, you'll be ready for our workout. All right, let's move on. All right, we're now moving on to the upper back, and when I work my upper back, I include rear delts as part of my back workout. So why do you do that? Well, the rear delt, unlike the rest of your shoulder muscles, is a pull muscle. Your rear delt is what pulls your arm back like this. You want to go forward with it, you got to use your front delt. You want to push up with it, you got to use your side delt. Your rear delt is for pulling, so I include it in our pull exercises and working the upper back. Now, what we have here is simply a pec deck reversed, and we're doing the reverse pec deck movement, which is very good at isolating the rear delt muscle right here you see on either side. It's also going to work here in the trapezius, and you'll see the trap is nothing but a giant diamond coming down through here. We want to work all of this in here, the rhombus underneath on each side where our scapula come down over, and then our rear delt area, so we're getting this whole upper back area here. You definitely want to make sure your shoulders and upper back are looking good. Any kind of a rear double bicep movement they're going to look for all of this up here. We want to see a road map, all right? So you want to get all these muscles popping real good. When we do this, we want to make sure when you have the rear delt, push away. Try it now, brother, and push away from your body with it. Go ahead. Push it away. Now, just bring it straight out with your shoulders. Concentrate on those muscles right there. You go. You feel that? Okay. Push away first and then come back, and that'll help isolate the rear delt a lot more if you want to work that area primarily. Now with these, you want to start with a light weight, do about 20 reps, get the blood flowing real good, and then you can raise the weight in your following sets. Usually I like to do 3 sets of each exercise. I think if you have to do more than 3 sets, you wasted your time. You weren't doing 3 good sets. Your first set's a warm-up. Your second set should be intense. Your third set should be even more intense. That's how you get her done. You don't have to waste a lot of time in the gym. My workouts, I do 2-a-days. I divide my back and do my upper and my lower back during lunch, 30 minutes. And then when I come back to the gym, all I have to do is work my lats and then go to my biceps if I choose. All right, now we're going to go to our other back machine over here, brother, and work our upper back a little more. You may not have something like this, but if you have any kind of a row machine, especially one where you can get the bar up high. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to work the center of the back, our traps, rhombus area in here. It's also going to hit the rear delt, obviously, some when we're doing this. Now, when you do this, what I don't want you doing is pulling with your arms. Okay, what you want to do when you're doing this is picture you have a lemon here and you're trying to squeeze that lemon with your back and pull with your back up here. You feel that? You should feel a difference when you do the exercise right. Just like you're squeezing a lemon in there, all right? Squeeze that back and squeeze it. Hold it for a second when you come back. There you go, like that. Especially in your warm-up exercise, that's good. That's going to really get the blood flowing all in here. That's what we want right here. This is the area of the back we're working. We don't want to just work our lats. We want to work our whole back. So we're going to do 3 sets of these. Then we'll be ready to attack the lats. All right, bro, let's move along. All right, we're moving on now to the big part of our back, the lats. And when we're working our lats, we need to remember there's 2 different ways that we can attack the lats. We can attack the lats front ways, or we can attack the lats vertically, okay? Lateral and vertical movement both against the lats. That's going to help our lats grow when we hit it from both those directions. When we go vertical, we're going to work more with the width of our lats. When we go lateral, we're going to work more with the thickness of our lats, but we always want to try to hit it both ways. And so to start, I think the best exercise there is for the back is plain old pull-ups. And so I'm going to start Rich here on the pull-up machine. Now with this one here, doing these chin-ups here, I'm going to have Rich just use an assist just to kind of take just a little bit of his weight off of this so he can get plenty of reps in. You don't want to do this. If you can only do 4 pull-ups, I would try to do something assist where you could do about 12 and more like 20 on your first set, okay, unless you're already good and warmed up. Once you get warmed up, then you can go to a heavier weight. If you get to the point, hopefully, eventually, where you can do them without any assistance. Bigger guys, of course, that's a little harder the heavier you are. Little guy like me, I can do them without the assist and sometimes even, get to add a little weight. So Rich is going to start us off here, Rich, and just show us how it's done. Now, when I do these, I like to really concentrate on the lat when I'm pulling up. So when I pull up, you need a little more weight on there, brother? Oh, there you go. Now where'd you go? Camera guy, okay. How's that? Good? All right. So when I pull up, I like to kind of arch my body a lot and really just try to pull from here when I'm pulling up. So I don't come all the way down and go about there and then go back up, keeping the lat engaged the whole time that I'm doing a pull-up. Try to keep everything here on my lat as I'm pulling it up, keeping as much as possible on that lat as I make that movement. I'll give a demonstration over here, brother. Let's get him. Look up at the ceiling. Pull with your back. There you go, like that. Right. That's it. Feel that? That's it. Good, good. Not very warmed up, but. All I'm trying to do here is keep it all on the lats. So as I bend back, I make it just a little more, or less, I should say, of a vertical pull. That'll get the juices flowing right there. All right, we're moving on now to our row. You can do a row a lot of different ways. You can do free weights, you can do dumbbells, you can do cable. Here we've got a T-bar row that's already built. I like this because I don't have to strain my lower back. The only problem I have with rows sometimes is an old guy like me, if you're an older bodybuilder and you're having to stay bent over all that time, you can strain yourself a little bit. Always better when you can to get some assistance. We have these. They also have the machines where you can sit down and row, just as good. Now, this machine, if you notice, has got two different handle systems on it, and that's simply so that you can do upper back, lower back. When we're looking here and we're grabbing here, what we want from our elbows is to flare our elbows out so that we work that upper back. We pull up and we squeeze that lemon, see? That's gonna work that upper back when you're out here like that. Give us a few of those just for an example, brother. We've already worked our upper back, but we'll throw it in. Right. You're just squeezing it up there like a lemon. Hold it for a second on that squeeze and then let it down and do it again. Pulling with the back, not the arms, right? Boom, there you go. Thank you, brother. And then now we're gonna work the lats. And so when you're working your lats, you don't really wanna have your arms out like this. When you're working your lats, you wanna keep your arms in. Bring them in this way, and the best way is supinated, meaning your hands upside down, so you're really not involving much of your arms in the pull. The lat muscle is primarily for a pullover type movement. We don't have a pullover machine in this gym, and unfortunately a lot of gyms don't have them, but Dorian Yates will tell you how he got his big lats, and it was starting with pullovers, because in a pullover you're not involving the arm at all in the back movement. You're not bringing the bicep in, you're simply making the lat do the work. And so a lat is just basically a semicircled movement pulling back. It's a pull muscle, and it's meant to pull things towards you. And so with the lat, we want to hit that. We're going to have to pull it, and we're going to have to pull it to get the lats to respond and grow. So what I want you to do here, brother, we're just going to go here. We want to go as low on the bar as we can so we can bring our hands as low as possible and keep our elbows tight to our side and pull only with the lats. As we come up, we squeeze, and we come back down. Show them how it's done. Squeeze and down. All with the back. Try to use all back and no arms. You're going to have to use your arms a little bit, but the least you can use your arms, the better. And get that good squeeze in the back when you come back. I've been working my back for a while and didn't notice many results, and I was actually getting ready for a bodybuilding show, and so to prep and get a pump, I was just working with some cables, just doing some pulling, and I didn't have a lot of weight, and so I decided to just hold it and squeeze it like that for about 5 seconds and bring it down, and I would do that for a few minutes at a time and get a real good pump. You know what I noticed the next day? My back was sore. You know why? Because when I came back, even though it wasn't a lot of weight, I held that squeeze that long that it affected my back that much. So it's important to squeeze your back when you come back to get it to respond and grow. It really helps you. All right, what we're doing now is we started with just doing regular chin-ups, pull-ups. Okay, from there we went and we worked our lats doing the row, the T-bar row. So we've attacked it once vertically, once horizontally. So what are we gonna do now? Our next exercise will be another vertical exercise. We're gonna attack it again vertically. And guess what we're gonna do when we're done attacking it here vertically? We'll then attack it again horizontally. That's how we attack the lats, all right? So just a lightweight now, a good warm-up set. What I'm concentrating on here, you can tell right here if you're pulling with your back without ever even bending your elbows. You just keep your elbows straight and then try to pull everything back with your back. And when you feel that, that's what you want, and that's how you want to do the pull. So even though you're bending your arms, try not to do the pull with your arms. Do the pull with your back and squeeze down and bring it back up. Bring it down, squeeze it, bring it back up. Just like that, all right? Pulling with the back, not the arms. I'm trying to engage my arms as little as possible here. If anything, I'm just going to warm up my biceps for my bicep exercise to follow. I'm just squeezing down. I'm thinking about my elbows and bringing my elbows to my back, not my hands. These things are just attached up there. I don't even think about them. My elbows to my back and squeeze. Squeezing it right there. That's how we want to do it. Start with a warm-up set and then go heavy. Try to get where you get about 12 and then maybe where you get about 10. That's a good weight. Hit that back, rip it real good. All right, brother, you ready? Yep. Elbows to the back. Yeah. Even a lightweight like that, you squeeze real good and go and just a nice smooth motion, not herky-jerky, you will get a pump if you put enough reps in. You see, we're not doing powerlifting. I'm way too old for that now. We're bodybuilding, all right? In bodybuilding, we're not trying to see how much maximum weight we can lift. It's not about that. It's about how much we can get the weight to hit and affect our muscles so that our muscles can grow. We're not trying to grow our nervous system. We're trying to grow our muscles. And so we want to focus on the muscles as we do these exercises. You have to focus on wanting to hurt yourself. You really do have to be kind of masochistic to be a bodybuilder. No pain, no gain. And so you have to purposely make it hurt a little bit so you can grow. You don't want to hurt and get hurt, but you want to feel that pain, feel that pump. It's a good feeling. I like it. You get that pump going, you feel like you can do anything, right? All right, let's move along. Get that blood flowing here. We've done 2 vertical movements for our lats, so we've only done 1 horizontal movement. We're going to throw another one in here, and we're just doing the cable row right here, hands close together in our little V-bar, and all we're doing is going to bring it back right to about the bottom of our chest, over our navel, right in here, and squeeze those elbows back. Once again, you want to feel the elbows coming straight back, make them do the work. There shouldn't be a lot of jerking going on in this. Keep it on the lats and pull those lats back. When you come back, you want to almost kind of put your chest out and at the same time pull with that back as you come back and keep it all on your back. So you come in and then you push out and you bring that back and squeeze those elbows back. Come in like and focus on that back when you're doing the movement. Good, bro. Hi. All right, we're going to hit the biceps now. The reason for this is a lot of people do on their different workout routines, they do what's called a pull day. Your pull muscles, upper body, happen to be your back and your biceps. Your biceps are meant for pulling, and so whenever you're working your back, you are going to be hitting some of your biceps. So it's a good day to work your biceps. They're pretty much already warmed up. When I work my biceps, there's only 3 exercises I worry about doing. I'll do a straight barbell curl. I like that more than a dumbbell curl or a machine curl or anything else. When people do dumbbell curls, they have a tendency to want to bring their hands in a little bit and come in here. It's just a natural thing. Or they want to get on one of the bars where their hands are in like this and bring it in like that. I want you to think about something. When you look at your bicep, my hand is upside down like that. Where is my bicep? It's up here. When I turn my hand like that, now where's my bicep? It's down there. So the more my hand turns this way, the more I'm shortening my bicep prior to making the movement. The more my hand is turned this way, the opposite. I'm going to be doing hammer curls, and that's going to take care of this. So what I want to do now is get something where my hands are turned as far out this way as possible. And for me, nothing does that better than just a straight barbell curl. And that's why your arms are designed the way they are, for basically picking things straight up or pulling things straight back towards you, okay? And so that's all we're doing here. Is the easiest movement in the world to do is just a straight barbell curl. Work on them. I like to do 3 sets. I'll do a set of just about 25 with a very light weight just to get a flex. Now, when I pull up in my curls, one thing if you can start remembering to do is don't pull with your hands. Don't grab the bar and lift it up with your hands. You say, what do you mean? How else are you going to get it up? Well, you hold it with your hands, but what I want you to do is think this. When you have it there, now make a muscle. Flex your bicep. And when you flex your bicep, what happens? Well, by flexing your bicep, it comes up. But now I'm using the bicep to pull it up more than using my whole. Are you following what I'm saying? And so when you're doing it, try to flex your bicep and make your flexing of your bicep bring the bar up and bring it back down like that. Keeping that bicep flexed, feeling your bicep flexing the whole time that you're bringing the bar up and down. You got it, brother?
And for the purposes of today, we're just using a medium grip. A lot of times when I put in a barbell bicep curl, I'll do some wide grip and some inside grip, and this kind of like hits the inside and the outside heads. Today, we're specializing in back and we're throwing in a little bit of biceps. On a day that we were focusing more on biceps and maybe like adding a little back on our secondary day, we do maybe some wide grip barbells and some close grip. And then that way we hit both of the heads. Today, we're just gonna hit a medium grip because we're only doing one movement with this barbell. So these are definitely like a big meat add. These are some that'll really like help blow your biceps up. You look at some of the bodybuilders from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and a lot of them swear by these straight barbell bicep curls. You know, a lot of bodybuilders overlook these days, but these are great for like adding size to your biceps. So let's move on to the next exercise.
All right, let's move on. All right, now we're going to continue working on our biceps, doing what I call and what is known as hammer curls. All right, and I like to do them alternating, so you bring one up, and as it's coming down, you're bringing the other one up. And this is all you're going to do, this movement right here. You don't need to jerk the weight up, just bring it up. Pull again with your bicep, all right? As you come up, you're flexing your bicep, just bring it up like that. What you'll notice in this is you're going to bring in this side of your forearm here, and then coming in under your bicep, we have a muscle known as the brachialis. This is what's going to work that muscle real good there. And when you get your brachialis built nice, a side shot on your arms is going to stand out a lot more when you bring that small muscle that's in there out, okay? It kind of sneaks in under your bicep there, going down into your elbow, and then down to your forearm, that area right in there, that thing right there, okay? And that's going to come up, and then it goes in under your bicep here. And so you get this shot on the side is what you're kind of going for here, getting that brachialis cutting through. I'm too fat right now for you to see it too good. But the idea is to get that thing to really pop, and it also helps just with the overall bicep growth, and it's getting it to pop a little bit as well. So we're going to do 3 sets of these, and then we'll move on to one more.
And of course, with these, you've got, you know, your standard variation, which Ray has shown you, straight up and down. And you got the kind that I call talking to the mic, where you kind of pull it sideways up. And these both kind of just hit it from a different angle. So I definitely recommend kind of like throwing both kinds into your program somewhere, because variation is king. The more different ways we hit the same muscle from a different angle,
what I like to do with that
we can grow it.
Is I do these until I can't do any more, and then I'll switch to these. I call them Popeyes. That just reminds me of Popeye the Sailor Man.
For
that
sure.
Movement right there. Just bringing it up like that, bringing it up like that, as many as you can for a final finish, and that'll hit those forearms a little better. That movement there.
That's right. All right, we'll move on from here.
All right, we're going to do our last bicep movement now. We did the straight barbell curl. Nothing to it. You add enough weight and you do the reps right, it'll be plenty. That in itself should be all you need to get those biceps to grow. And then we throw in the hammer curls, and the hammer curls are going to help the forearms, the brachialis, the rest of the bicep, get some growth in there. Now what we want to do, our third exercise, I change up. Today we've got this machine here we're going to use in the rack, and it's just a simple curling machine. Any of these kind of machines like this, you can get some dumbbells, whatever you want to do. All we're concentrating on now is pumping the muscle. We just want to fill the bicep as full of blood as we can get it full. And the way we're going to do that is we're not going to go full contraction in and out. We're just going to go partials like this, just squeezing that muscle. We don't need to use heavy weight, but we want to do it consistently for 45 seconds straight at least. 45 seconds to a minute. If you can do more than a minute, you need to raise the weight, okay? But just doing that movement right there, just getting that squeeze, and go as fast as you can. You really want to pump it, pump it. Speed is important here. Not to the point where you lose control of the weight, but go as fast as you can, up and down. You're just pumping that muscle. It's not a lot of weight. He's got 25 pounds on here, all right? Big old Rich the Monster, just 20 pounds. But just doing that enough times fast enough now, you can definitely get a good pump in there. We want to go, like I said, for at least 45 seconds, just keeping constant tension on that muscle and just getting as much blood as we can going into that bicep. Bicep is not a very big muscle. We don't need to hit it with heavy weight all the time. All you're going to do is hurt it, okay? Get your bicep to grow. You just need to stimulate it as we've done, and then finish it out and throw a bunch of blood in there. I guarantee you your biceps will grow. All right.
All right, so now we've told you all about the workout. We've discussed it, the pros, the cons, the ins, the outs, the whys. Now we're just gonna really just film us running through the rest of the workout so y'all can see some footage of us actually performing the exercises.
Looking forward to it.
So, let's get it. All right, top set, best set, baby. Let's go.
Squeeze it. All back, all back. Big, thick back. Yeah. I like it.
All right, coach, see you do it now.
Oh, righty then. How come the feet are all the way down here? These above average height people come in and they mess up all the equipment all the time. I don't know what it is.
All right, grab a few assisted pull-ups here. Wide grips get me every time. I still, body weight today is 254. So that's quite a lot to be pulling up. On to the next exercise. All right, lat pull downs, let's get it.
All right, I'm gonna do 100 pounds plus my age. That's all I'm saying. And no, it's not 130 pounds, thank you.
stuff. Woo. All right, so we'll move on to the horizontal rowing movement, and then from there we'll jump on some biceps. All right, horizontal rowing movement. This doesn't have a good handle catch spot on it, so you usually stand up first.
Oh yeah, sorry. You're fine. Yeah, squeeze. Whew.
All right, tag coach, you're it.
All right. Away we go. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. I forgot Rich was doing this. I need to put more weight on. Oh, a burn. Oh, no.
Don't leave me on this
Struck
end.
him right at his ego. Oh, boy.
Don't leave me on this end.
Oh, no. Here we go. Now it's on. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's good.
In all fairness, you know, coach tells me we're going lightweight just so he can drop a little extra 20-20 on me and make me look like I'm the little guy, huh? All right, well, it's all good, man.
See, at age, when you get older, you may lose a little bit, but you see, you gain it up here. You just got to know what to use.
Meaty biceps coming up. Medium grip.
Just flex your bicep. Yeah. All right.
All right, catch some hammer curls next. You might want to slide over just a little bit.
Slide over.
You know, pretend we're on stage and we're both trying to do a front double.
Oh, no, I'll just go right here.
All right, you ready? All right, hammer curls.
11. Throws 50 pounds on there. I'm doing a light pump.
It's a pump
You're
workout.
killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
Come on, coach, pump it.
Gee. It's a little different kind of a pump here, I think. Woo. Well, I'm definitely getting the blood in there. I can't. That'll do. I had to do it once you put it on there. That wasn't right, though. I'm sore now.
And coach making this look hard, man. I don't know what's going to happen for me.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, 50 pounds is heavy. You ought to feel it.
50 going to 220 all of a sudden, huh? All right, guys.
All right, warm up is over.
All right.
Now we're going to do
Time to lift some weights. All right. Appreciate y'all checking in and watching the video. Got to have a little fun, you know, kind of got a little bit more of the personalities and such coming out at the end, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, we are serious. You know, bodybuilding is definitely a serious sport, but, you know, the camaraderie is unparalleled. And,
Enjoy
you know,
it.
Coach and I have like known each other since before either of us was bodybuilders. So we were friends way before it was, you know.
We weren't.
Yeah, right. Anyway, look, if you like the video, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell so you won't miss any future videos. And check me out, man, 2023, trying to get the road to pro.
We're going to get them ready.
That's right.
We'll
We're
be
gonna
there.
I'm gonna put in the work. He's gonna give me, you know, the places where I'm falling short, and we're gonna get it done and see if we can get a pro card this year.
Don't vote.
Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in.
All right. Thank you.